You think about the power of the ocean. So it's one of the largest physical energies that nature releases. Drowning or being injured by the wave are probably the biggest risk. I decided to follow my dreams and define my dreams and see what I can achieve. What we have done in Hawaii, what we have done in Nazaré, there has to be bigger waves. It is impossible that we have discovered the biggest yet, or seen the biggest yet. My dream to surf the biggest waves on the planet started when I was a young child. At 13, I decided to move to Hawaii. I became a professional windsurfer at first and discovered the biggest wave. And from then on, I just kept pushing my limits and pushing my boundaries, my dreams, and that led to surfing the biggest waves. You think about the power of the ocean. So it's one of the largest physical energies that nature releases, and being part as a tiny little human obviously is risky, is dangerous. And since we're in the water and have a lot of water moving, drowning or being injured by the wave or by being injured by the equipment are probably the biggest risk. I minimize all the risks that I can. I work with the German Army, I work with a dedicated safety team which I've built over the last decade. There's nothing else in my power I can do to be more safe, and I think there's always a risk. Crossing the street, you might be run over by a car, so there's always a risk in anything. I do a lot of sports scientific train like downhill or alpine skiers. In the off season, I do a lot of biking, a lot of basic endurance. Towards the season, more high intensity, more strength training, more balanced strength training, focused on being stable on the board. It's really cool to train to put physical stress on your body while you're underwater. It helps in many ways. It's healthy for your joints. You can really push it. It's good for your cardio. It's good for your mind to push yourself without breathing. And it's a challenge. You never get bored. You challenge yourself every time. The X-Bionic product that I like the most so far is the trick, which activates the muscles really quick in cold times and when I want to be not spending much time on my prep before I go out in big waves. It really does the job of getting a quick activation and preparation before the big waves. In our tech collaboration and development of a undersuit, what is most important to me is to have compression which keeps my muscles activated and safe under the wetsuit. Sometimes I'm 8 hours in the water and it takes 45 minutes or 1 hour in between sets of waves. So I'm waiting for a long time and I need to keep my muscles activated, and just the wetsuit doesn't do it. Compression and warmth. Compression because it makes me feel secure. It gives me a feeling for my muscles being locked in and ready to be used. In surfing, I use pretty much everything, my entire body, and having the entire body or everything under the wetsuit compressed in a good way and activated in a good way and kept warm because I'm in the cold Atlantic for a long time gives me confidence and gives me the few percent more that I need to push myself 100% or 110%. Having a layer in between to be able to measure what we are doing, what the muscles are doing, is really important for the future, for understanding the sport, and having high-tech partners like X-Bionic on board to collaborate with us is essential for this.